in motion. Reed. On play action, Love. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's caught by Golden, right side. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
From the gun, it's Love. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll step up and run. And he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7. Setting up 3rd down. To throw is Love. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Again, it's Harvey. Oh, he gets swarmed under. They meet him in the end zone. It is a safety. You are hoping your running back can do something to give you space. And, Greg, they got the absolute opposite. Instead, it is a safety.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. That's all they're trying to do is give themselves some breathing room and get their quarterback out of the end zone on this next snap. But instead, the defense is all over it. They get in the backfield for the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
This returnable with Reed. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one reeled in by Golden. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Packers.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
23 yards. That's another Packers 1st down.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Love to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Surtain.
It's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On first down, here's Nixon to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. At the 6-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's taken in at the 50. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a loss of a yard.
We'll go play action with Love. And this over the middle to Golden. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
A gain of 26
Catch
yards.
number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tucker Pratt, touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
They'll let Chubb try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
17.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 1. Give now to Harvey, running right. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 32 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 3-yard pickup.
2nd down, they need 7.
2nd and 7 at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit.
And he will score! Game on! R.J. Harvey! Touchdown, Denver! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Love to throw on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Love to throw it on 1st down. That's out wide for Chubb. And he'll be run out short of the line of scrimmage, so let's call it a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love.
The pass. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Love. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? Packers set to kick this one away. And back deep is Marvin Mims. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. A 1st down throw for Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Second down. Knicks. Over the middle. It's taken in by Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He connects with Mims. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's Nix to throw. Off he goes. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. On the zone read, this is Nix. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
That ties the game, 31-31.
We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. This returnable with Reed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Work to do, the crowd helping the defense. 3rd down and 9. Going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
18. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing. Nix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Oh, he's going to be taken down, and now they've got to spike it or get the field goal team out here quickly.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This a potential game winner. missed this one. No good. And this game, in all likelihood, is headed to overtime.
Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out, but in overtime.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official, who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
I don't know how that ball gets through, Mike. It seems like the entire defense was in the end zone awaiting that pass. All they've got to do is knock it down, but somehow it's right on the money, and this has been an incredible finish to this ball game.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Chicago Bears. On the Browns sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. On the other side, the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with,
If
right?
you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. You look at this Browns defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
39-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Here's the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Bears have 3 and 10 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
That is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Browns offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their 2nd possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and goal, Cleveland.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 7-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Judkins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stronger up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First and 10 at the
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To the air, Williams. Throw caught by Raymond. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard
From the gun, here's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Judy. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. An inside run with Judkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 7.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 32-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, 1st down. Throwing to start the drive, Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bears.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pass caught by Burden. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Williams. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And as we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown grabs this season. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Browns, 1st down.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
At the 48-yard line.
Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll give it to Judkins. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Dances by him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! Luther Burden with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Here's Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Here's Williams throwing to start the drive. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Williams, a final shot before break. So we are deadlocked at. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. For you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Jalen McMillan. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. the Buccaneers get the W by 2 touchdowns. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. 2
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Blocking the back. Offense.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On play action, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give, here's Judkins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. This is 2nd and 8.
A
Once again, Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
A 33-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw, it's Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Third down and 11.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. A throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They're going to give out defense, more good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 75 yards. To throw is Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now it's Rodgers. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
A second field goal here this third quarter, and his third of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. That's caught left side, Burden.
Flip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Caleb Williams.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Rodgers now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right of the yard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Back to throw. Rodgers working the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pass caught by Fannin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
The Browns will line up.
Rodgers will throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Williams looking to do it himself. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's a second down and 6.
A gain of 4.
Once again, it's Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And he's caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a Bears first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Caleb Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
First down, Browns.
Rodgers to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. To throw is Rodgers.
There's a short one caught by Fannin.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
at the Bears' 28-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
15 yards on the play.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
7-yard gain. And the Browns first down. 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise in the preseason,
in the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. In charge of the Cardinals, that is head coach Jonathan Gannon. His guys played good football the last month plus. They are 4-2 in their last 6. His counterpart on the opposing sideline, Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. On the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
First and 10 now from the 46.
A 7-yard gain.
Stroud off the play fake. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And he's going to take this one back, and he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. DeMeco Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And despite the fate of their last snap, Brock, the lead still theirs. That pick 6 should have been the wake-up call they need to refocus here. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Stroud. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Stroud off of play action. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he's taken down at the 30. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
In the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On play action, here's Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Stroud. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Texans will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. With those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made as he gets 3 of those 5 penalty yards back. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Running it after the penalty. They follow up the penalty with a gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Tight end going in motion here. I'll throw it. Wilson on the slant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. He's got the first down before they can make the tackle. So let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. To the air on 3rd and long. On target here to Njoku. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going to push one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Texans 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. No to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Marks. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air, Stroud. Brought in right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Marks gets it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out the middle, it's Marks. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They'll run here following the penalty. Ooh, he's in a bad spot again. This is going to be another loss. Back-to-back plays now. They've gotten him behind the line. 2nd and long. Need to give themselves a shot for 3rd. Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
3rd and long for him here. Left side into the hands of Dale. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Texans, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Marks. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Now Stroud on third and goal. Catch made. And he's tackled for no gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting at the 10. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Working now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Second and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Harrison secures this left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
And the Cardinals, first down.
They're going to try and throw it here. Connects with Harrison again. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
15 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. On the 40, here comes second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40.
Still sticking with the passing game. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Get 10. Third and long. They're going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Njoku. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Here's Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First and 10 at the 41.
First down throw by Stroud. It's secured by Jaden Higgins. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment.
First and 10 at the 41-yard
So first down
line.
from the 41. From the gun, Stroud. That is comped, and it's Higgins again. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
He's going to tuck it and run. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cardinals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. First and 10, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So first down from the 41.
And the Cardinal first down.
One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll throw it here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 now from the 46.
First down, Cardinals.
He's going to throw this one. Chase it out to him, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Back to throw now. Taken in by Harrison. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
And it's third down.
Throw here, third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Likely our last play of the half, so they're leaving the offense out there. They're going to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Jalen McMillan. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Buccaneers wind up doubling them up. 28-14, your final score. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cardinals ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. They go play action on first down. A throw left side to Watson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing from the gun here. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and in short.
Hand off on second and short. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Arizona.
Back-to-back carries here. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
That penalty is declined.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They give it to him again. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13. They're throwing it. Throws caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
Number 14, Michael Wilson. A gain of 11. It's now
third down from the gun. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead right away in half number 2. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Running it with David Montgomery. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Montgomery, incomplete. Brings up third down.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Throw left side, complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's a gain of 8.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Stroud again. And he's got it. It's in close. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans bring it back to even.
24-24.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give on the counter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 2 here. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Pickup of 2 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
And bring a tight end in motion right. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Passing now on second and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Ray Blankenship. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go play action with Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
David Montgomery, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
For the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cardinals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. 2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's Montgomery on the counter. It's inside the 10. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set them up with a feint one way, and then you hit them with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cardinals returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. 1st down, play action. Throwing the out route, complete. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Cardinals ball and into the 4th trailing. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to throw it. Gets him on the in route. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. A gain of 15 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hits his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Going deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's caught by Harrison. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
34, Cardinals 31.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Stroud to throw on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Stroud off of play action. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give him 37 on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Throw here. 3rd down. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
Reed Blankenship on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 17.
Here's a throw. He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He'll throw it here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
We've set it down from 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's a gain of 8.
Going to keep this one and go. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And again, he's taking it on the option. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First and goal, they're going option. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. He'll throw it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cardinals take a fourth-quarter lead.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can stand to play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Texans 34.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. First down, Stroud. Cut by Collins on the slant. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Setting up to pass. Collins there to grab it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals make the play that should win them this game. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with...
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Here's a design run. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Design quarterback run here. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise.
Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His guys came out on top a week ago, something they haven't done much of to this point. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 71 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And a first down.
Play fake, Mayfield. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That good for 19 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. Leonard throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Ooh, the juke. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
In punt formation for Tampa Bay.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Falcons, first down.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it down here.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Leonard over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Leonard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the 1st.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
They juked him. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Mayfield looks to throw. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Xavier Watts on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Once again, it's Irving. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a 1st down.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Buccaneers come in looking for win number 8 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Mayfield to throw it. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cade Otton from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Try to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, caught by London. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Leonard. And this is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Leonard. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 5. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. And a dump off here to Robinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 11. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The Folks' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
From the gun, Mayfield.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mayfield down.
To the left side, he's got McMillan.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Mayfield. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
17 more yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield.
He'll find McMillan here.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Open man is Ibuka.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Emeka Ibuka.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bucs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. And he continues to be a focal point. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
2nd half begins with a run by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw.
Leonard.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Leonard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.